fulfilling dreams of my inner child. I know it make them proud. Sometimes I think it's wild. Could've chose a lane that wouldn't have took as long. Without the up and downs, what would I have found? I guess I never know, but this is now. I've been at the check, I've been in the lab, I've been in and out, I ain't weighing in. I'm the biggest I done been, I'm the biggest all around. Ain't no room to doubt, cause the second that you let it in, it's never moving out. Tell them move around. If you ain't trying to make it big, you better make it out. Point is, no, I have no time. I have no time to waste, no time to slack. The point of this, I wanna keep pushing. I wanna go hard as I can, as much as I can. Do everything I can with the time I have. I can't waste a second, not 1 second. So that's how I feel. That's where I'm at right now. Let's get it. I manifested the motive, the mission. Had got sick of sitting around and just wishing I roll up the sleeves to get out and go get it. Some kept it pushing, some blind to the vision, but I had the key for the doorway existed. Way up the ladder, they can't even fathom the purpose. I'm setting it permanent, infinite. Why you think I had to go and get Timothy? You can't avoid the future when it's imminent. You can keep the loathing in the sentiment. Some way too locked in to be giving attention to DUI. I won't stop at the limit until I die. Make my moment in history, remember why you had started and finished it front line. You know Slimothy militant preach. I'm back off of the call of the leash. Took it in, I adopted the game. I should get a check from the state every week. Work ethic, I climb to the peak and repeat. No burnout, I'm constantly leaking the heat. They sending it, packing it, shipping it, label distributed. I hit them back with defeat. It never stopping the stats off the sheet. I lay all of this on the table. I did all I did for the crown. Can't be nothing less than what I'm made for. They won't give it to you, gotta take it. Then separate all the good ones from the greatest, and all the realest from the fakest. The game is all I know. The game is all I know. And I can't let it down. My ego won't allow. I'm still fulfilling dreams of my inner child. I know it make them proud. Sometimes I think it's wild. Could've chose a lane that wouldn't have took as long. Without the up and downs, what would I have found? I guess I never know, but this is now. I've been at the check, I've been in the lab, I've been in and out, I ain't weighing in. I'm the biggest I done been, I'm the biggest all around. Ain't no room to doubt, cause the second that you let it in, it's never moving out. Tell them move around. If you ain't trying to make it big, you better make it out. Point is, no, I have no time. I have no time to waste, no time to slack. The point of this, I wanna keep pushing. I wanna go hard as I can, as much as I can. Do everything I can with the time I have. I can't waste a second, not 1 second. So that's how I feel. That's where I'm at right now. Let's get it. I manifested the motive, the mission. Had got sick of sitting around and just wishing I roll up the sleeves to get out and go get it. Some kept it pushing, some blind to the vision, but I had the key for the doorway existed. Way up the ladder, they can't even fathom the purpose. I'm setting it permanent, infinite. Why you think I had to go and get Timothy? You can't avoid the future when it's imminent. You can keep the loathing in the sentiment. Some way too locked in to be giving attention to DUI. I won't stop at the limit until I die. Make my moment in history, remember why you had started and finished it front line. You know Slimothy militant preach. I'm back off of the call of the leash. Took it in, I adopted the game. I should get a check from the state every week. Work ethic, I climb to the peak and repeat. No burnout, I'm constantly leaking the heat. They sending it, packing it, shipping it, label distributed. I hit them back with defeat. It never stopping the stats off the sheet. I lay all of this on the table. I did all I did for the crown. Can't be nothing less than what I'm made for. They won't give it to you, gotta take it. Then separate all the good ones from the greatest, and all the realest from the fakest. The game is all I know. The game is all I know. And I can't let it down. my ego won't allow. I'm still fulfilling dreams of my inner child. I know it make them proud. Sometimes I think it's wild. Could've chose a lane that wouldn't have took as long. Without the up and downs, what would I have found? I guess I never know. But this is now. I've been at the check, I've been in the lab, I've been in and out. I ain't weighing in. I'm the biggest I done been. I'm the biggest all around. Ain't no room to doubt. Cause the second that you let it in, it's never moving out. Tell them move around. If you ain't trying to make it big, you better make it out. Point is, no, I have no time. I have no time to waste, no time to slack. The point of this, I want to keep pushing. I want to go hard as I can, as much as I can. Do everything I can with the time I have. I can't waste a second. Not 1 second. So, that's how I feel. That's where I'm at right now. Let's get it. I manifested the motive, the mission. Had got sick of sitting around and just wishing I roll up the sleeves to get out and go get it. Some kept it pushing, some blind to the vision, but I had the key for the doorway existed. Way up the ladder, they can't even fathom the purpose. I'm setting it permanent, infinite. Why you think I had to go and get timid? You can't avoid the future when it's imminent. You can keep the loathing and the sentiments. I'm way too locked in to be giving attention to DUI. I won't stop at the limit until I die. Make my moment in history, remember why you had started and finished it front line. You know Slim and D militant preach. I'm back.
The biggest competition is back on 11 versus 11.
Takes it down, good strength from him. Luca, edge of the box. Dreezy, he's found the back of the net. Fine. Here we go. Swings it into that near post. There is Manu off the crossbar and in.
24 domestic nations with 128 teams. The winners stay in Champions League, the losers drop to Europa.
Rage, his replacement in Cam swaps it over. Here we go. Shoulder gives it to the quiet man. Ladders Judah. Trumellton. Top bins. He's done it.
The previous winners that go down in history. A new era of virtual football.
Hello guys and welcome to the Champions League live draw. Before we get started, welcome you all to the stream. I'm just going to test my microphone, so give me a moment so that I'm on the same wavelength of you guys so you can hear my voice. So just give me a minute guys. If you can write in the comment section if you can hear me, all good. Hello guys and welcome to the Champions League live draw. Before we get started, welcome you all to the stream. Seems to be okay. I'm just going to test my microphone. I've got background music, so I'm just testing that out. Same wavelength of you guys so you can hear my voice. So just give me a minute guys. If you can write in the comment section if you can hear me, all good. Hello guys and welcome to the Champions League live draw. That's just me listening to it in the background. Okay, it seems to be okay. So we'll continue. If you have any questions during the stream, do write in the comments and then I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. So guys, this is for the Super Champions League live draw. I'm going to show you guys how it works and how it's structured, etc, etc. So for the Champions League, we have one second. For the Champions League, we have the list of teams here. So here are the amount of teams that are taking part in the competition. We also, as you can see, here is the 20 groups of 4 teams in each group. You play each team twice, and then obviously the teams will go into the knockout stages. So here are the this group section will be updated as we go on through the draw. So we'll go back to this and it will be updated live on the stream for you guys, so you can see how it's going, how the live draws going per group, and you can take screenshots through it if you want as well. The live draw will be a randomized system, so all teams are on there right now. So I'm going to show you an example. So I'm going to go to my system. I don't know if you can see this, but if I click my lists, edit, can you see that from your screen? No, you can't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a random generation, and then that's how it's going to go. So if I click randomize, it will list the teams that are in the live draw. So obviously I'm going to reset it, that's just an example, and then from there I will tell you where each team goes in the group. So if I just shouted out battalion, then from there I would have said group 1 or something like that. So that's how the draw is going to be done. So hopefully you guys can understand how it works. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to reset this so I don't make any mistakes. So let me just double check I've reset it. Clear, reset, can't generate teams, reset. Okay, that's back to 0. Okay, so anything that we generate from now will be obviously automated into the groups. So obviously I'm going to go to the lists, so give me a moment. We'll go to the list. So here are all the teams taking part in the competition. It consists of up to 20 plus domestic leagues. 20 plus domestic leagues in VPG. So we've obviously got VPG UK, which consists of England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, all the teams from there. We've got VPG Italy. We've got VPG San Marino. We have Russia. They used to be on VPG, but they're on ACF. We have VPG Germany, VPG France, Tunisia. There's a few teams that play European servers, which is Carthage Legions. We have VPG Portugal, VPG Turkey, VPG Germany. I think I just said that, who have German and Austrian teams. We have the Arctic League, which consists of like Danish teams, Norway, etc, etc. We have VPG Holland, which consists of a Dutch team, which is the COP. We have VPG Ukraine, which you can see like 7 teams top right hand corner. We have VPG Greece and Cyprus. As you can see, there's 2 free Cypriot teams currently. VPG Swiss, VPG Poland, VPG Romania, Balkan League, VPG Hungary. Yeah, I think I've called everyone out. But yeah, evening all from the QPR manager, who's here as well. So guys, we're going to get going. So let's start off the draw. Obviously, I will try my best to not put the same nationality in the same group. But what I will allow is, so I'm going to put it on the YouTube comments now. We will allow teams. We will allow 2 teams from the same nation in the same group. So that is the max, okay? 2 teams, so I'll pin that so everyone knows. So we will allow 2 teams from the same nation in the same group. So for example, if we do group 1 now and we draw out Prolific and Class, if it's a next English league, English team, they will go into the next group. So we're going to try and make it a bit better. Obviously you don't want to be playing all the same teams from your domestic leagues, you know what I mean? So this is how we're going to do it. So let's move across into how it's going to work. Again, here are the list of the groups 1 to 20, and then here is the live draw with all of the teams that will be randomly drawn from the pot. So we're going to start that now. We're going to start off with we're going to do group by group. It makes it a lot easier for me. So when I update this live, I actually use Photoshop. So I will be copying teams lists into this area, and I'll update it group by group. Just makes it a little bit easier for me, and it will update automatically for you guys as well. So I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So I'll just remember, yeah, the price will be increased as well. Yeah, 100%. Because I've just added quite a few teams in last minute. So yeah, I will, once these groups have been done, the price will be increased. Probably for the Champions League, maybe for the quarterfinals teams. I want to keep it maybe the same for the winners, runners up and semi-finals, but with the extra income of money, I will probably put towards the quarterfinals, which gives everyone a bit of a piece of the pot. Because getting to the quarterfinals in the Champions League is pretty good, to be fair. So yeah, let's move across into it, guys. So let's go into Streamlabs. So we're going to start with that now. So we're doing group 1 first, guys. So group 1. So the next 4 teams that I draw out will be going into group 1. So let's move across into the draw system. So let's go. So draw system. The first team in group number 1 is Deimos Choros from Scotland. Big up. I was just speaking to them before, to be fair. They don't have to wait long. They can just literally check which group they've got and just get off. So in group number 1, first team is Deimos Choros. The second team is New Diamonds from Germany. Another strong side. They've been in pro clubs for a long time, been in VPG Germany for a long time. Both teams actually. So Demos Choros will be joined with New Diamonds from Germany. The next team in group number 1 will be Finalizing FC from Spain. Finalizing FC from Spain. Been joined in group number 1. And for the 4th team and last team in group number 1 is Besiktas from Turkey. That's Besiktas from Turkey, and that is group number 1 finished. I'm going to show you guys now how it works, because I've just basically updated on my end, and I'm just going to show you guys how it updates on this draw as well. So yeah, let's go to the other page now. So we'll go to the screen for the draw. List of... Okay, didn't update, 1 minute. Yeah, that's the image. Right, let me just try to fix this. Okay, I think it's this one. There we go, cool. So it's just updated. I do apologise, I made a bit of a mistake there. So group 1 has been completed. It's Demos Choros, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Scotland, New Diamonds from Germany, Finalizing FC from Spain, and Besiktas from Turkey. So that is group number 1 completed. So we'll move across into the next one. The next 4 teams will be drawn into group number 2. That is Helios Esports from Italy. Helios Esports from Italy. I don't know much information about Helios, but I know they play in VPG Europe as well. I'm pretty certain they do. So big up to Helios. I think they've done well in Serie A to qualify, and now they're in the Champions League. So big up Helios Esports. The second team that will join them in Group 2 is Impact Esports from Italy. Okay guys, so we've had 2 teams from Italy in this group, so no more teams from Italy will be allowed in Group 2. So that is the max, which makes it fair. Obviously you don't want the same teams from the same nation. So that was Impact. Was it Impact? Yeah, Impact. Impact Esports in group number 2 to join Helios. Now for team number 3 is Dark Side from Russia. I think they are the Russian champions. So Dark Side from Russia. Big up to them. They've played in VPG Europe as well, but obviously they're not playing at the minute. Dark Side Esports Russian champions into group 2. And those 3 teams will be joined alongside Capacitanes. That's how you pronounce it. Tried to put on a Spanish accent, but failed. Well, I'm not saying it again, but I'll just say Kappa. Kappa from Spain. And they're going into this last group. So Kappa into group number 2. So that is group number 2 completed. I'm going to show you guys the updated groups. Obviously I'll do it every 5, and I'm just going to show you these first 2, and then every 5 I'll update the graphic and show you guys. So when we go across into the screen for the draw, groups 1 and 2 have been completed. So group number 2 is Helios, Impact, Dark Side, and Capacitanes from Spain. Yeah, I agree, Isaac. I agree, bro. Okay, now we're moving across into group number 3. So let's move across into the live draw. So with this one, guys, I'm going to do group 3, group 4, group 5, and then I will show you this screen that's on now. So I'm going to update these 3 groups, show you the screen, and then move across into the next. So we'll do it 3 to 5 groups at a time. So moving across into group 3. Let's go to the live draw. Group number 3, we have Exito. Now, Exito are a very strong side. If you don't know anything information about them, it's because they've just changed their name. I think they were in Championship last season in Europe. They were under the name Tranmere Rovers Esports. So beware of them. Very strong side. Manager Smith They won the UK Pro Series event number 2, so watch out for Exito. They have been placed into group number 3, and they'll be joined alongside LFC Braunschweig from Germany. Now, LFC Braunschweig, they are also, obviously you won't have heard of them, because obviously, unless you're German, the German community will know who they are. But they are known as Cyfox Esports. Obviously, they're representing a football club now, but definitely a very strong side in this competition. So Cyfox LFC Braunschweig is their new team / organisation representing in the VPG and the Champions League. So they've been put into group number 3, and they'll be joined alongside Inazuma from England. So guys, obviously now that we've got 2 English teams in this group, no more English teams will be added into this one. If they do, they'll go into the next group. So Inazuma, they've been placed into group number 3. And then for the last team in group 3 is Hyper Spirit from Romania. So Hyper Spirit, they've been in the VPG a very long time. Used to play in VPG Romania. And then obviously went to the Balkan League. And I think they just got relegated from the Esports Premier, but they've got quite a new squad now. So yeah, that's group number 3. I will repeat it in a second, guys. So if it's just been called out, just wait a moment and it will be repeated shortly. I'm just going to do group 4 and group 5, and I'll show you the screen. So moving across into group 4 is Focus from England. Now they are the best team in the world, if you didn't know. Most definitely better than Control Football, if you know the manager Raleigh. I think QPR knows who they are. I think it's Control Football. I think they'll be grouped 4th position. That's what I've heard. Let's see if Raleigh's in the stream. Okay, so yes, Dan. Okay, so Focus in group 4. Let's see who we'll be having in that group. Alongside, oh no way, Altay Esport from Turkey. Just seen Erdin put there too. So Altay will be placed in a group with Focus in group number 4. Also, the next team to go in group 4 is, I don't know how to say that. Gamblers. So yeah, from San Marino, Gamblers have been placed into group 4. So let me just put them in there now. Gamblers from San Marino. They also play in obviously the Italian leagues as well. But they've been placed into group 4 with Altay and Focus. And the last team in group number 4 is Manisas, I don't know how to pronounce that, Pacific. So Pacific have been added into group number 4. I don't know what's with these crazy long names. They're very hard to pronounce. So Pacific from Turkey into group number 4 alongside Gamblers, Altay and Focus. Group number 5, we'll move across into that now. First team we'll go into group number 5 is FTW from Portugal. Now this is a strong side. They've been in the VPG a very, very long time. If you don't know what FTW means, it's for the win. And they're from Portugal, and they're playing VPG Portugal League as well. So a very, very strong side. They've been placed into group 5. And they'll be joined alongside FC Basel from Italy. So FC Basel, there's another strong side to play. I don't know if they're playing San Marino anymore, but they're playing Serie A in Italy. If you have any trouble with them, just let me know. It'll be Daddy, who's their manager. That's his name. Named David. Group 5, joined alongside FTW is FC Basel from Italy. And they'll be joined alongside Project Redlock from Switzerland. Project Redlock from Switzerland. Let me find them. There they are. Project Redlock, they do play in VPG France as well. I'm not sure if they play in the Swiss League. They play in the Swiss League. Project Redlock. Obviously their name's too big, so I'm going to change it just to Project Red. Project Redlock. Put their name on short. And the last team in group number 5 is Cunning Foxes from Poland. Another strong side on the rise. I think they got promoted from Elite A, B or C last season. They're playing in the Esports Premier now. The Polish community are getting stronger and stronger. A lot of teams in that top level. So Cunning Foxes have been placed into group number 5. So guys, I'm just going to, we're a quarter way through, so I'm just going to update the document now. And it will show you on the stream now. Give me a moment, and then we'll go through the 5 groups that we've just done. So okay, that's all been updated. So let's move across onto that screen. There we go, guys. Here are the groups of 1 to 5 so far. What? Basil. I don't know how you pronounce that. Basil, like Basil Brush. These names, man. These pronunciations, crazy. Right, so Group 1, Deimos, New Diamonds, Singular and Besiktas. Group 2, Helios, Impact, Darkside and Capacitanes. Group 3, Exito, Braunschweig, Inazuma and Hyper Spirit. Group 4, Focus, Alte, Gamblers and Pacific. And group number 5, FTW, FC Basel, Project Redlock and Cunning Foxes. Barzell. I didn't know. No one told me that. How it's pronounced. Okay, guys. So that is the groups 1 to 5 currently. Now we're going to move across into groups 6 to 10, and then once we're on group 10, I will show you guys the graphic again. It just speeds it up for you. So let's move across into groups 6 to 10 now. Oh, that's not my fault, bro. It's just random. Okay, live draw. The next 4 teams will be placed into, let's take a look, let's move across my screen to group number 6. Next 4 teams in group 6. So let's move across into that now, and that is Carthage Legions. Carthage Legions, they've been placed into group 6. A very strong side from Tunisia. I think they have some English players as well. They do play in Serie A or Serie B from Italy. So yeah, what are you saying, Charlie? Aaron, this is emotional. This is my first time playing Champions League. You're crazy. CR7, David, welcome. Mamty77, welcome. Mr. Lazy Eye, welcome, guys. And obviously all the people watching, 300 people, welcome. So Carthage Legions have been placed into group 6, and they'll be joined alongside Team G-Mask from Spain. Now that is a team you do want to avoid. Team G-Mask were the first champions of FC25 from the Esports Premier. So that is a team you kind of do want to avoid, because they're one of the favourites to win the Champions League. So Team G-Mask have been placed into group 6. Let's see who they'll be joined alongside. MHSC Pro Club from France, another big name. I don't think they'll be scared too much, because they're obviously a big name from Liga 1 in France. They've been placed into group 6. Now guys, the last team in group 6 will be joined by Carthage, G-Mask and MHSC, and that is the COP from Holland. Definitely watch out for the COP. A very, very strong side. So the COP have been added into group 6 alongside Legions, Team G-Mask, MHSC and yeah, the COP. So now moving across into group 7. I'm not sure what happened then on my screen. Okay, it's still working. Welcome OLB ESC, welcome guys. Moving across into group 7 now. The next 4 teams will be placed into group 7, and they are QPR Esports. So QPR Esports are the first team in group number 7. Now here's a fact actually. QPR Esports, obviously with a different manager, but the team, they have won a Champions League before, so they go down as a title winners for the Champions League. So QPR have been placed in group number 7, and they'll be joined alongside Royals Esports from Denmark. Royals Esports from Denmark. Let me find them. Give me a moment, I do apologise. Okay, here they are. Royals Esports they have been playing in the Arctic League, and they've been joined alongside QPR Esports. Next team for group number 7 is Super Vibes. So Super Vibes, I've not really seen much information about that. They don't really play in VPG Europe, but they do play in VPG Portugal. So they've been placed into group 7. So Super Vibes, it'll be the first time seeing them, so best of luck in the competition. They've been placed in group 7, and they'll be joined alongside Capri United from San Marino. Capri United from San Marino. They're also a team that just plays in the San Marino League and the Italian. So not much information on them, but best of luck to Capri as they've been placed into that group. Group number 7. Perfecto. Right, let me update this. Okay, that's been updated. Now we're moving across into group number 8, guys. These next 4 teams will be put in group number 8. Yeah, Charlie, to be fair, you've got a good group compared to all the teams that are here. That's a not bad group to have. Obviously, some strong teams there, but you have to perform. But it's definitely a good group to have. So moving across into group 8, the next 4 teams is FC Arsenal Kiev from Ukraine. So welcome to the Champions League, FC Arsenal Kiev. Don't know if they're Arsenal fans, but if they are, they will be very hyper after last night. They've been placed into group number 8, and they'll be joined alongside Apoel FC from Cyprus/Scotland. It's like a merge, if you didn't know. Actually, I won't say anything because I don't know if it's finalised yet, but you'll see. Apoel, they do have some British players, as they've merged with another team in a big project. So I'll wait for them to announce it. But Apoel, I'll put them as the Cyprus flag for now, have been placed into group number 8 alongside FC Arsenal Kiev, and they'll be joined alongside Vaporia from France. Vaporia from France, another big name, making a name for themselves in there as well in the Europe competitions. Group 8, Vaporia, and they'll be joined alongside the last team in group 8, which is Free Flowing from England. Now Free Flowing are a new team, do consist of a lot of strong players. So Free Flowing have been placed into group 8, so that is quite a strong group. Let me update that. Now guys, we're going into group number 9, and then once we get to 10 I'll show you guys the graphic. Into group 9 we have Insane Gaming from Austria, another big name that I've been in the community like 5+ years. Insane Gaming play in the German competitions, and they've been placed as team 1 in group number 9, and they'll be joined alongside GTZ Esports from Portugal. GTZ, I think they play in Elite. I think they just missed out on promotion, and they play in the VPG Portugal as well. So GTZ have been placed in group 9, and they'll be joined alongside Aqualai Esport from France. Aqualai Esport. Now I know the organisation, I know they've been around in the Pro Clubs community a while, so big up to Aqualai. But obviously in France a lot of the managers changed, they changed structure quite a lot, so yeah, welcome Aqualai. I'm pretty sure you guys will do well. So they are the 3rd team in group 9, and they'll be joined alongside Italica Armada. So Italica, I love their logo, it's like a ship. Italica play in Serie A in Italy. They've qualified for the Champions League, and they're ready to make a name for themselves, and be placed in group number 9 alongside the other 3 teams. So that is group number 9 completed. Now I'll move across into group 10, and then I'll show you guys the updated graphic. So group number 10, we have Phoenix, which is Phoenix Castilla, but obviously I can't say anything yet, but that kind of gives it away. But yeah, Phoenix have been added into group, let's see, 1 second, number 10. And they'll be joined alongside OLB ESC 2021 from Cyprus. So it's going to be good to see how the OLB guys will get on. I think it's their, I'm not sure if they've had a name change or anything, but I think it might be their first time in the Champions League. If not, I've seen them in the comments on YouTube, so if it isn't your first time, do let me know. If it is, best of luck. You're in group number 10. You'll be joined alongside GSK Esports from Poland. That's a big name you don't want in your group. They are a team that's currently on form, doing very well in the Esports Premier, doing well in Portugal, not Portugal, Poland. I think they actually might win it. So GSK Esports have been placed into group number 10. And the last team in group number 10 is X-Tentation from France. So X-Tentation from France. I've corrected their name, I did spell it incorrectly last time, so they've been placed in group 10. X-Tentation. So OLB's glad to participate, going to be the last though. Oh, how come? Are you guys stopping after this FIFA, after this game? Or is this going to be a last competition this year, then you come back for the new one? I think a lot of people will probably do that. Okay guys, I'm going to update the graphic for you guys. But yeah, OLB, let me know why this will be the last one. So let me go to the stream now and show you guys the updated graphic. So here we go guys. Have some faith. Yeah, they'll do well, I'm pretty sure. A lot of teams can back it. You just have to be confident on a day. Anyone can beat anyone on a day. So obviously we've just done group 6 to 10. So group 6, Carthage Legions, Team GMask, MHSC and the COP. Group 7, QPR, Royals, Super Vibes and Capri United. Group number 8, FC Arsenal Kiev, Apoel FC, Vaporia and Free Flowing. Group number 9, we've got Insane Gaming, GTZ Esports, Aquilai Esports and Italica Armada from Italy in group 9. Group 10, we've got Phoenix, OLB, GSK Esports and X-Tentation. So guys, that is groups 1 to 10 done. So we're halfway there now. We're going to move across into group 11 to 15. And then I'll show you guys the new picture, okay? So let's move across into group 11 now. So let me just update my screen so it makes it easier for me. So group 11's next, so let's move across into that now. The next 4 teams will be placed into group 11. We do allow 2 nations in the same group. However, if it comes to the 3rd one, we do move them across to the next group. I can see a lot of teams speaking, I don't know if that's Russian, Ukraine, I'm not sure what language that is, but welcome guys. Maybe they're waiting. I've only seen one Ukraine team be pulled out, and that was, is it one Ukraine team or none yet? There's no Ukraine teams been put out. Actually, one, yeah, FC Arsenal Kiev. So there's still 6 more to go. Let's see which ones they will come. So yeah, big up to all the Ukrainian teams. Yeah, World Cup. The World Cup will begin in May. I'm going to announce it in the next week or so. And then I'll start choosing captains and then set a date for it to start in May. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. VPG Europe, new season. The Pro Clubs event. Which will happen in July. I've got a lot to prepare for that, and obviously I'm on a 3-month holiday at the minute, so there's a lot of things, you know. So right, yeah, let's me blabbing on. Right, move across into group 11. The next 4 teams, let's go. We've got Class from England, another strong side. Manager Doyle, originally from the Xbox platform, obviously cross-play now, but Class are a strong side, so watch out for them. Placed into group 11, and they'll be joined alongside Genesium FC. Genesium FC from France, another name that's been around the Pro Clubs community for a while. Great organisation. Genesium FC been placed into group 11. Next team in Group 11 is Galatasaray. Now, I think it's Galatasaray Besiktas. Let me think before I make this statement. It's either Galatasaray or Besiktas that are being represented by an English manager, but obviously with a mix. I'll double check. I don't know which one it is. I think it might be Heritage. If it's not, I'm wrong. I do apologise. Yeah, I think it's Galatasaray's Heritage. So yeah, they'll be representing Heritage and Galatasaray. Have kind of merged for the Esports Premier next season. And Besiktas, I think that's the Dutch manager, something like that. So yeah, Galatasaray are placed into Group 11, and they'll be joined alongside LWG Symphony. Obviously 2 French teams is allowed in the same group, but we can't have 3, so LWG Symphony have been added to Group 11. Let me just fix that now. LWG Symphony Group 11. So Group 11 has been completed. I'll just save it on my dock. Now I move across into Group number 12, guys. The next 4 teams will be placed into Group 12. And that is AC Strenua from Norway. AC Strenua, another big name in the pro clubs world. I think they've been around for like ever since VPG was created. Obviously not the first season, because we used like real names like Arsenal, Man United, etc. But once we went custom names and built the esports structure that way, AC Strenua was a part of it. So it's good to see AC Strenua still there amongst the top sides. So AC Strenua from Norway in Group 12, and they'll be joined alongside Echelon FC from Russia. Echelon FC from Russia. Echelon FC from Russia. Obviously, guys, we know the real world situation with Ukraine and Russia, but obviously my stance on it is, obviously for VPG and pro clubs, there's no politics or war in pro clubs, so it doesn't matter where you're from, we're all here to play. So obviously no fights, no politics, no war involved in what we do. So Echelon FC from Russia have been placed into Group 12, and they'll be joined alongside Palermo C5 from San Marino. Palermo C5. Palermo C5 from San Marino. Obviously, they play in the Italian leagues as well, but they qualified through the San Marino competition. So Palermo have been placed in Group 12, and they'll be joined alongside FC National from Romania. FC National from Romania. Let's take a look. FC National from Romania and placed into Group 12. So that is Group 12 completed. I'll save it. Kingsman, what did you say? Just reading some of the comments. What's disrespect? Every team is welcome on VPG, to be fair. We don't bring anything like that into it. Everyone's here to play matches, sit down in the evenings. Not everyone's involved in government decisions and shit like that. So everyone's here just to play. It's crazy, man. People get involved too much. Okay, we'll move across into Group 13. Next 4 teams will be placed into Group 13. And that is CFC Dnipro. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it properly. CFC Dnipro. And they've been placed into Group number 13. CFC Dnipro. To be fair, I remember that name. That name is quite a popular name in the Ukraine community. CFC Dnipro, placed into Group 13, and they'll be joined alongside FC Sunrise from France. Now, I've played this team last season. Now, they're not their team not to be messed with. I think they're playing Liga 1 in France and working their way up the divisions in VPG Europe. But FC Sunrise, what an attack they have, so watch out for them. A very strong side to watch out for. And they'll be joined as the third team in Group 13 is MGV All-Star from Italy. MGV All-Star from Italy. Where's 1 second? MGV. Let me try to find him. Oh, okay, here they are. MGV All-Star have been placed into group number 13. And the last team in group number 13 is DVTK from Hungary. DVTK from Hungary. 3 teams have entered from the Hungarian competitions this season. They've been placed into group number 13, DVTK. Oh dear. Welcome, Defrez. Welcome, bro. Yeah, I've not heard of them, to be fair. They're a good side. Must be a top team from Italy, MGV. We welcome them to the Champions League. Let's move across into Group 14. And then obviously we'll update the image and show you guys. So we're nearly there. Group number 14. We'll go into that now. The next 4 teams into Group 14. And that is Revenite from Germany. Revenite from Germany. Been placed into Group 14. Moving across into the second team is Blackwall FC from France. Blackwall FC from France have been placed into Group 14 as the second team. Let's move across into the next one. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's a tough one. Szeze. How do you pronounce the Z? Szeze Esports from Hungary. I do apologise. I don't know how to pronounce that. You're gonna have to tell me in a DM, so I know for the future. But that is a tough one to pronounce. Szeze. I'm not gonna try. From Hungary. Welcome, guys. Playing in VPG Europe as well. They've been added into Group 14. And for the last team in Group 14 is Up Fluminenses. Up Fluminenses have been added to Group 14. Another strong side. I think they came like 2nd or 3rd in the Esports Premier. A team that you do not want in your group. They've been placed into Group 14. Obviously, guys, in the group stages, it's home and away, so try to make advantage on your home turf, on your home host, because obviously on the away one, you have to prepare well for it, especially if you're going to get a bit of a higher ping. So home and away, which makes it fair for each team. Now, Group 15, let's move across into that one. The next 4 teams into Group 15. So give me a second, guys. Let me just move these out the way a minute. These a bit closer too. Okay, cool, done. Group 15. Let's move across into the next 4 teams, which is Focus One Mind. Focus One Mind are the Serie A champions. Probably one of the favourite teams to win the competition. I think they won it last year. I think they are the Champions League winners. I think the Feds will have to remind me, I can't remember. I don't know if they won the Champions League or that's the only thing they haven't won, but they won the World Cup with Italy. Oh, they have won the Champions League, they just haven't won the Esports Premier. But yeah, Focus One Mind, definitely a team to watch out for. They've been placed into Group 15 and they'll be joined alongside Rotti Tufel. That is a strong group. Rotti Tufel from Germany, a massive name from the German community. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Rotti Tufel from Germany in group number 15 alongside Focus One Mind. And they'll be joined alongside Dark. This is a group of death. Dark Esports from Spain. This is 3 Esports Premier teams at the minute. Dark Esports from Spain into group 15. Now if we get one more team from here, this is going to be crazy. Let's take a look. This is snide. That is a snide group. That is definitely the group of death. Group 15. Poor one mind. That is harsh. That's a very, very harsh group. It should be a close one. Very, very 4 strong sides. I feel snide on that, but it's the fairest way to go by doing the random draw. Very hard group. Group 15. Focus One Mind from Italy. Rotte Teufel from Germany. Dark Esports from Spain. Digital Sports from Germany. Wow. Crazy. Okay, guys, I'm going to update the graphic. We've got 5 more groups to do. And then the draw has been completed, and then it will go on social media, guys. So let's move across into that now. I'll show you guys on the stream. Let's move across into that group. So as you can see, groups 1 to 15 have been completed. That is definitely a group of death. A crazy group. So we've got group number 11, Class, Genesium, Galatasaray and LWG. Group 12, Strenua, Echelon FC Palermo and FC National. Group number 13, CFC Dnipro, FC Sunrise, MGV All-Star and DVTK. Group 14, Revenite, Blackwall, Ceze Esports and Fluminenses. Group number 15 and the group of death, the hardest group so far, is Focus One Mind, Rote Teufel, Dark Esports and Digital Sports. So that is the toughest group so far. We've got 5 groups left, which is 20 teams. So let's see who it's going to be. Crazy. It's not rigged. How is it rigged? I'm doing it live right now. That's crazy. I'm literally just doing a live draw. Okay, so let's move across into the live draw now. The next group will be placed into group number 16. Before I get started, I'm just going to go for a quick drink. So back in a second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Jess, Charlie wants you to draw the last group. Can you do it? Can you do one group for us? Okay. Come in then.
Is the camera on?
No, camera's not on. Right, let's go.
What did I say?
What?
What did I say?
Just say, hey, he's rubbish. He's the rubbish goalkeeper on the game.
Charlie's the best.
He's not best. I've seen him play.
Right, come on.
Right, sit here a minute. Right,
Did he actually say that?
Yeah, look. Get
Okay.
Jess to draw the draw. The last group. Oh, the last group. She can do this next one. Alright, so guys, we're going to do the draw now. So Jess, the next
16.
so they'll go into group number 16. So you draw that. So the next one, so Jess, we can say it. Just draw it.
Ready?
Just click, don't.
Go.
Right, so Engine have been placed into group number 16. So I'm going to put Engine in there now. Great manager. They've been placed into what group, Jess?
16.
16. And they'll be joined alongside, do the next one. Prolific. That's crazy. Prolific. Obviously, we've got 2 English teams in group number 16 now, so we can't have another one.
Why?
Just, obviously, we don't want like all the teams from the same nation in the same group. The max we allow is 2 from the same country. So any other English teams, one second, Jess. Any other English teams or Scottish teams or Irish teams that do get put into group 16, they will not. They'll be put straight into group 17 because we don't allow 3 teams from the same nation in the same group. So the next team to be drawn out is, do you want to click that, Jess? Brescia.
They're really good.
They're not.
Oh.
I'm joking. Brescia from Italy. They've been placed into that group. They play in the Serie A. It's a tough group for them. And the last team for group number 16 is AEL Limassol from Cyprus. Thanks, Jess.
Thank God you didn't make me say that last.
Yeah, mad. Some of these names are crazy. Anyway, that's Jess who's done that. So
Anytime.
group number 16, AE Limassol have been placed in there. So that's the 4 teams in group number 16. I'll show you guys the image in a second. Yeah, she knows they're good. She said you got Italian clubs knowledge. Brescia. Do you remember that name, mustn't it?
Who?
Brescia.
No.
No, fair enough. Okay, so Brescia. So that's group 16 completed. The next 4 teams are going into group 17. There's still a lot of strong teams that haven't been pulled out, so hopefully there's no more groups of death. Heritas CF has put when it starts, or is that already the draw? So yeah, this is the draw, and it will start on Monday. So because the VPG Europe new league starts on the 28th, Monday starting next week, 2 games, the Tuesday 2 games, Thursday 2 games. So the groups will be done in week number 1, and then the week after, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, will be the round of 32, round of 16, and the quarterfinals for week 2. And then once the VPG Europe begins, we'll have the semi-final and the final that will be played on the first week of when the VPG Europe starts, which will either be a Wednesday or Friday. Both the semi-finals and the finals will be played on the same day, something like that. So for the next 2 weeks will be the group stage, round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, and then we set a date for the semi-finals and final. So that's AE La Massale. So let's move across into group 17. The next 4 teams will be placed into group 17, and that is Fenerbahce from Turkey, another strong side. Finished great in the Esports Premier. Manager Ipan, backed by Emre. They've been placed into group 17, and they'll be joined alongside. That is tough. That is another group of death so far. Famalicão or Famalicão. Don't know how you pronounce it in Portuguese. But that's a group they would not have wanted. Famalicão been placed with Fenerbahce. That is like a sort of semi-final match that you would have for Fenerbahce and Famalicão. And they'll be placed alongside Boars Gaming from Ukraine. I feel sorry for Boars Gaming at the minute, but I know Boars Gaming are a strong side. They could upset them, to be fair. Boars Gaming aren't a team to be messed with. They are definitely the underdogs so far, and I think Boars Gaming are the champions of Ukraine. I could be wrong, but I'll check it in a minute. But I know Boars Gaming are a very, very strong side. They've been placed into group 17, joined alongside Control Football. That is funny for Rally. Everyone put rest in peace Rally in the chat. Everyone put rest in peace Rally, which Rally is the manager of Control Football. So everyone put RIP Rally in the chat, guys. Jeez. Sorry guys, couldn't control myself. It's funny. So group 17 is a tough one. Fenerbahce, Famalicão, Boars Gaming, and Control Football. Right, we've got 3 groups left. 3 groups left. That's funny. I'll tag him later. Right, anyway, group number 18. Let's move across into group 18. The next 4 teams we have Team 7 from Portugal. Team 7 from Portugal. Where are they? Another strong side. Team 7 working their way up the Europe system, doing well in VPG Portugal. They've been placed as the first team in group 18, and they'll be joined alongside Ukraine, which is a team from Ukraine. Obviously it's just a name, their name after their country, I guess. They've been placed into that group. Big up to the Ukrainian teams. A lot of them took part from their domestic league. Ukraine into group 18, and they'll be joined alongside Echo or EKO Esports from Italy. Echo from Italy have been placed into group 18, and they'll be joined alongside Casa Nostra from Morocco. Casa Nostra. They play in the VPG Europe system as well. A great side. They've been in VPG a very long time. Play in VPG Morocco. Play on European host, so you won't have lag. So they've been placed into Group 18, guys. Those 4 teams. I'll show you the final groups in a minute. Let's move across into Group 19. 2 groups left. 8 teams left. Rafat Tally. Welcome, guy. Welcome, bro. Right, let's move across. 8 teams left. Let's get these done. We have FC Krasnodar from Russia. Another big name. They've been in the community a very long time, so a lot of love to Krasnodar from Russia. A team that's been around for like 5 to 10 years, something like that. But obviously the older generation, like obviously we got QPR and a few others that are in here, you would recognise the name FC Krasnodar. I think they've been in like every single Champions League from VPG. No way, is that Rally? Rafat. I don't know, is that your name? Mad. Ah, okay, was it Rally? Yeah, everyone put rest in peace, Rally. Rest in peace, see this group. Right, Group 19. Joining alongside Krasnodar is Trollfossi from Hungary. Trollfossi from Hungary, another big name in the Hungarian community. They're here to make their mark on the European stage, the Super Champions League. They've been put into Group 19 alongside Krasnodar, and they'll be joined alongside Fioria East. Oh, I know there's a Russia team in Ukraine, but no beef, guys. Obviously, it has to be done. Fioria Esports and Krasnodar will play each other, but it will have to happen. Any issues will be in those chats admin anyway. So Krasnodar and Fioria Esports. So that's that one. The last team in Group 19 is Fram Esports from Bosnia. Right, 1 minute. I need to turn off my solar. My solar's making noise now, so 1 minute. Set my solar panel off. Right, cheers. Just done that. Right, Fram Esports from Bosnia. I think they have 2 teams, one from Iceland and one from Bosnia. These qualified through the VPG Balkan League. So Fram Esports have been placed into Group 19. So let me just add them now. Welcome, Fram. Here to make a name in the European competition. Now we have 4 teams left. If you haven't been called, your name hasn't been called, it definitely will now with these last 4 teams. Yeah, I got solar panels on it, bro. It just charges everything, innit? Charges my electrics and that. Right, anyway, Group 20. 4 teams left. Let's get that done. Solar panels like 200 quid, bro. You got £200 solar panels, not expensive. Nexus Esports from Ukraine. Nexus Esports from Ukraine been placed into Group 20. Three teams left, so joining alongside Nexus Esports is GD Torzenze, and that's how you pronounce it. If not, I do apologise. GD Torzenze from Portugal. They play in the VPG Europe system as well, working their way up in Europe. They've been placed into Group number 20. Moving across into the last 2 teams, we have Refraction from Russia. Big up to Refraction, I spoke to them earlier. Great management. They've been in pro clubs for 10 years. Obviously they've had different names along the way, but new project. Refraction from Russia are here to make a name for themselves in Europe. So Refraction, Group number 20. I know there's a mix of Ukraine and Russia, I do apologise, but obviously hopefully everyone can just get the games done without any beef or any arguments. Last team for Group 20. Who was it? Did it come up? Wow, who's missing? He didn't even do it. Someone's got to be missing, because it didn't even... Wait 1 minute, let me go on my... 79. This list has 80. All items on the list have been already generated. Clear the memory change. No, they haven't. Right, there's obviously just one team that hasn't been called out. I have to look through the whole list to try and find who this last team is. Oh my gosh. Is it Battalion Monaco? Oh my, if it is, what a legend, guys. You've saved my life. If it is Battalion, let me just double check. I think it is. It is. Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. I'm not sure why it didn't add them in. But that's crazy. Let me just double check, see what's going on with this list. It's crazy, why I didn't even... Let me go to the list and click edit. List. Lists. Edit. There's 80 teams in there, so they have been added. But... that's crazy how it can do that. Let's try now. Randomize. There we go. Got it working. Yeah, cheers for that. So Battalion Monaco were the last side, and they've been placed into Group 20. Cheers for that. I know there's 2 teams in Group 20 of Ukraine, but obviously has to be Battalion Monaco. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the final update on the screen now. We'll go through the groups and then that will be the end of the stream. I'll tell you all the information about it so far. PNG. Okay, the groups have been updated on the stream. Let's move across into that screen now. There we go, guys. If you don't need to take a screenshot, I'll post it on Twitter and Facebook shortly. Group 1, we've got Demos, Choilos, New Diamonds, Singuelen and Besiktas. Group 2, Helios, Impact, Darkside and Capacitanes. Group 3, Exito, Braunschweig, Inazuma, Hyper Spirit. Group 4, Focus, Alte, Gamblers and Pacific. Group 5, FTW, Basel, Project Redlock and Cunning Foxes. Group number 6, Carthage Legions, GMask, MHSC and the COP. Group 7, QPR, Royals, Super Vibes and Capri United. Group number 8, FC Arsenal Kiev, Apoel FC, Vaporia and Free Flowing. Group number 9, Insane Gaming, GTZ, Aqualai and Italica Armada. Group number 10, Phoenix, OLB, ESC, GSK Esports and Xtentation. Group number 11, we've got Class, Genesium, Galatasaray and LWG Symphony. Group number 12, AC Strenua, Echelon FC, Palermo, C5 and FC National. Group number 13, CFC Dnipro, FC Sunrise, MGV All-Star and DVTK. Group 14, Revenite, Blackwall, Ceze and Up Fluminenses. Group number 15 and the Group of Death, Focus One Mind, Rotte Tufel, Dark Esports and Digital Sports. Group number 16, we've got Engine, Prolific, Brescia and AEL Limassol. Group 17, Fenerbahce, Familiciao, Boars Gaming and Control Football. Group number 18, Team 7, Ukraine, Echo Esports and Casa Nostra. Group 19, FC Krasnodar, Troll Fossi, Fioria Esports and Fram Esports. Group 20, Nexus Esports, GD Torrezenze, Refraction and Battalion Monaco. So that is your 80 teams for this year's Super Champions League. I spoke to someone earlier in the chat. The prize pool will be updated in the next 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I'm going to do that shortly. What we're going to do is we're going to add a prize for the Super Champions League quarter finalists. So if you are the 4 quarter finalists that get knocked out, you'll still take a bit of cash home with you in the quarterfinals. So we'll do that. We'll add some money to the quarterfinals and to the leaderboard as well. So how this works, guys, let me just go onto Discord quickly because I've got the schedule on here. So the groups will be VPG Europe schedule, obviously because it doesn't start till the 28th. So The groups will start Monday 2 games, Tuesday 2 games, Thursday 2 games. So April the 14th, April the 15th and April the 17th. 8:45 and 9:15 p.m. UK time. So if you play +1, if you're from France, it will be 9:45 and 10:15 French time or Spanish time. The round of 32 will be on Monday the 21st of April. The round of 16 will be the 22nd of April, which is the Tuesday, and the quarterfinals will be the 24th of April, which is the Thursday. And then the semi-finals and finals will probably be on one day. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll just do the semis and the final on a separate day, and that will be either the April the 30th or May the 2nd, which is either Wednesday or Friday, because obviously VPG Europe begins, so we can't play those games on the Monday, Tuesday or Thursday. So that is the schedule. How it works in terms of qualifying, I'm going to work that out now with you guys on here, because obviously I've added a few new teams. So guys, let me see. Teams that go through automatically will be, so first automatically with 20 teams. 20 if you come in first position, 20 teams will automatically go through, and then the 12th best second position will automatically go through as well. So there's going to be 8 teams who finish second who don't go through, so try score as many goals as possible. But that doesn't matter, guys, because obviously if you do get knocked out of the Super Champions League, you will drop into the Europa, which is a second competition where you can still have a chance for a cash prize, but that's for the teams that drop out. So for that is the second place, 12, so that will be the second place 8, so 8 teams of second place, and third will be, if you finish in third, that will be 20 teams that finish in third, which is 28, and 4 best fourth. So that's how it works. So Super Champions League, 4 teams per group. If the 20 best first position, so if you come in first place, you automatically get through. The 12th best finishes in second place will go through into the knockouts of the Super Champions League. If you finish in third, all teams who finish in third will qualify to the Europa League. You'll get dropped down into the Europa League. The worst 8th position, so if you come in second and you don't qualify for the Champions League, the worst 8 positions in second place will drop to the Europa League. And if you come last in the group, the 4 best positions who finished last, the best goal difference, best points, will go into the Europa League knockout stages. So that's how it's going to go. The prizes will be increased now, so I'm going to sort something for the quarterfinals. As you can see, if you're in the manager chats, I'll add the quarters now, and I'll put TBA to be announced, because I'll sort that out today. On the VPG website, the matches will be updated most likely tonight or tomorrow, so you'll see the schedule from next week, tonight or tomorrow. Let's answer some of your questions. What else? Esports, right. I need the music in the background. You need the music in the background. Let me try and find what that is. 1 second. I'll pull it in the VPG general chat. Right, if you want the music, it's this. 1 second. If you go to the VPG general chat, I think it's... Is it the game? This one, I think. I'll just post it in the general chat. I think it's this one. Who put that? Zazel. Bit random, but... I don't think he's in there, but it's there. That's just the background music I'm using at the minute. But yeah, guys, that's everything. Thank you all for watching. Also, we have an event in July, which we are going to be promoting soon. July the 5th and 6th. Yeah, July the 5th and 6th, we have a 16-team event at the Hillsborough Stadium in the UK. 16 teams will take part and try win for a cash prize of around $6,000 so far. So that's going to be a big one. Big event in the UK. 16 teams. The qualified teams so far, I will tell you quickly, is obviously Phoenix, which will be Apoel, Familicial, QPR, RIB R4P, Engine, Alte, Patronus, SBBS, Focus, Sheffield Wednesday, Unique, FC Avora, Lincoln City, Merciless, TNG Academy, and Phoenix Castilla, which is now called just Phoenix. Obviously on standby we have a few Portuguese teams, but we have to wait to see what's going on with the rented consoles for the PC guys. So they are the 16 teams that will battle it out over 2 days at a football stadium in UK, Hillsborough Stadium, Sheffield Wednesday Stadium, a big event for pro clubs. If you want to come to it, you're welcome. It's free to attend the event. So yeah guys, yes, if you want to come. Yeah, we will be doing a live stream on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We'll get a caster for that. It'll either be Pro Clubs Weekly or George Overton, or maybe both. That will cover as much Champions League football as possible. So yeah, there will be cover and casters going over the whole event from the groups all the way to the knockouts to the final. So there will be content out there for this biggest competition. So guys, thank you all for watching. We're going to go across into the event promo, and that is it from me. Thank you all, best of luck in the competition, and if you've got any questions, do send me a message on Discord or leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Thanks guys, see you in the next video, take care.
The biggest competition is back on 11 versus 11.
Takes it down, good strength from him. Luca, edge of the box. Dreezy, he's found the back of the net. Here we go. Swings it into that near post. There is Manny, what the crossbar it in.
24 domestic nations with 128 teams. The winners stay in Champions League, the losers drop to Europa.
Rage, his replacement, and Cam swaps it over. Here we go. Shoulder gives it to the quiet man. Ladders Judah, Trevelyan, top bins, he's done it.
The previous winners that go down in history. A new era of virtual football.